Your guidance, what's your credence? See, my head is filled with demons, so I know that angels exist, feeling stuck at the bottom of the deepest sinking. Even though my heart is broken, empty moments, still I know I spit it potent, cold as frozen, flows of oceans. I've been rolling tides of hopeless minds divided, filled with lies. I killed my ties, but where's my motive, huh? I've been on this path so long, I forgot where home is. Real or worse.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free imaginary toy. Free delivery while supplies last. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, today is a huge day on the channel. I am excited to make history because for the very first time, we're going to do 21 Pilots. Now look, you guys know I'm always going to be honest with you guys. Today's song I've decided to start our journey on is none other than Stressed Out. Now yes, surprise, I have heard this song before. I mean, unless you're living under a rock and don't listen to the radio ever, I don't know how you haven't heard this song. So if you're watching a reactor who's claiming that they're hearing it for the first time, then yeah, how's those lies taste? Well, what I've never done is seen the music video, and it's also been a long time since I've heard the song myself. So I figure, you know, there's a difference between just listening to something casually and jumping into it, doing the breakdowns that we do here on the channel. I'm also really excited to check out this video and dive into it. So yeah, let's hop into this. 21 Pilots, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Is my volume working? I mean, I just got okie doke to start with. I thought the volume wasn't working, but no, the video just opens without anything. And the first image that you see and the statement that they make before the music hits is him coming around on a kid's bike. This grown-ass man in a beanie with body paint on, rolling through on some big wheels, baby. I like that. I like how that's the first impression that you get before whoop, whoop, the bass starts kicking in, the drums start running, and those strings, man, those strings are like, it's almost like those strings don't want to commit. They just kind of jab in and jab out at you. Let's go. What a visual.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get
Oh, that was clever. So the first two lines he rhymed, and then it sounded like he was setting it up to rhyme that last line, and he didn't. And it's ironic because the statement that he makes there is that I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time that I sang. Check this out. This is cool.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words.
Yeah,
I wish I found some chords in an
So heard and words.
order that is new.
And then new, so you figure he'll come with like do or just something that'll rhyme with that.
Wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang.
But instead he hits it with saying. I like that. And I like this sort of personal psychology and exploration to start with of a musician. Because I mean, honestly, the more that you work with music and production and exploring sounds, I mean, there's only so many chord progressions that you can find that are unique, that haven't been done before. And musicians will appreciate this. You know, it is honestly incredibly difficult to find just completely original sounds and chords that no one has previously discovered when there's, you know, thousands upon thousands to millions of musicians out there in the world and who have been working throughout the history of time.
Chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think.
I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink. And you talk about childhood fears and we're, you know, afraid of the monster in the closet, but then we get older, it seems like those fears change from fantasy to real life fears, being afraid of what people think and how we project ourselves in the adult world.
When I get
and maybe that's why he's riding around on the kiddie bike right now.
That is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme.
I mean, those are some dope ass handlebars. That's all I'm saying.
Every time I sang, I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
I love how he goes from his rap cadence and then into his singing voice, and it's just so seamless and smooth, and he does have a beautiful voice. Honestly, is that one man saying it to another man? I mean, that is an awesome tone that he has when he starts going up into his range. So to come out of sort of the lower bass of the rap cadence, right, and kind of the slower laid back flow, and then to jump into just pushing it in the harmonies with the singing. I love that transition and that contrast between the two. And then obviously at the beginning when he's talking about he wishes that his voice was better, and you know, just the insecurities of an artist, but nah, I wish I had your voice, bro.
Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
Yeah, I got it.
Wish we could talk.
I mean, that is a dope handshake between friends. I used to have some with my teammates, like when we would score a goal, but nothing was that cool, honestly. I love how the music just kicks out for a second, and you just have that little moment, and you actually hear like the folio and the audio from there, like a dog's barking in the background. You hear the door creaking. Like we walk out of the track. It's almost like we break the fourth wall for a moment before we come back into the creative world of the music.
Wish we could turn back to.
Who's that third dude? Who is the random third dude? And look at the drum kit. 21 Pilots? Question mark? Should that be our name? That's awesome. Is that like one of their actual living rooms? Is this filmed where they grew up? Because the way that this is talking so far, you know, about just coming into adulthood and then, you know, being a kid and caring what people think now. I wonder if this is relating to the nostalgia of their own homes and where they came up, and if they actually filmed in their own neighborhoods. That'd be pretty cool. I'm doing a lot of talking, by the way. If you're new here, we talk a lot. This is a breakdown channel. Hopefully most of you know that, but if you don't, sorry, I'm not sorry.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang.
I love how that piano comes in.
But now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep. But now we're stressed out.
You know what I love about this song that it's just reminding me of, the more that it plays, the more that I get into it now, is it's the beauty of riding waves almost when it comes to the musicality. And what's really cool here is, one, we're showing off the versatility. We're showing off his ability to sing. I mean, when he gets into some of those high notes and that higher range, that's amazing coming out of a male. And then his rap ability, his rhythm, his technicals with his flow, and then just the knowledge of the production in terms of, like, you start here, it's kind of chilled out. Then we let things breathe for a second. And then we come in with this hook and everything builds. You know, the drums pick up more pace. They're hit harder. Like everything just rises and rises and rises. And then at the end of the hook, bam, we drop it all down again. And we just kind of chill out. So it's like riding waves with the music. It's really cool.
To the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep. But now we're stressed out.
Say that a million times, stressed out. And you probably wouldn't come up with singing it in that way. Stressed out? I can't do it because my voice sucks. That was embarrassing. Let's not clip that in. If I'm going to edit this later, I'll probably leave it.
But now we're stressed out.
I mean, so simple. Now we're stressed out, but so catchy at the same time. And this is it, isn't it? This is something that everyone can relate to, you know, coming out of childhood and having to deal with the struggles and the identity of being an adult and those responsibilities. And it's almost like you wish for the days when things were so much simpler. But what's so funny is that we don't realize it when we're kids. We don't realize how much simpler things are, how much simpler our lives can be versus what we have to deal with as we get older and as we mature. You know, it is a vicious catch-22. And I think this song just encapsulates that feeling so well.
The mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Look at him drinking juice boxes. Yes.
Was stressed out.
Post your favorite Capri Sun flavor below. Or don't, I don't care. Wait, what did he just say?
Was stressed.
You want to go to my house? I love this. So they're grown up essentially, but they're just being their childhood selves.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only
Make a candle out of it. I'd sell it, try to sell out of it. I love how he goes, just kind of when he goes out of it, he goes up into this cadence and he picks up the speed. And I've talked about this, how rappers do this a lot of times. And it's like accelerating a car on the same line. So you start slower, then you pick up the pace, and then you go even faster. Right around that drum line and around that beat. And this is a perfect example of multiple gear changes with the flow and a held out delivery.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
So that candle and how a certain smell just like triggers a memory that you've had. And I love how he just paints that picture, and it's almost like a random thought that he's now taking and putting on the page as he's writing this song. Yeah, I'd make a candle out of it. But actually, if I think about it, nobody's going to buy it because nobody has come up where I've come up, and they're not going to think that same thought that I'm thinking. But my brother would buy it because, well, he came up like me. You see how he just connected that through the art of rhyme and writing? Pretty cool.
Nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
And so true. So true. I remember when I first heard this line, and this one just, it shook me. And I relate to that so much. And without getting too personal into things, I've definitely been crushed by student loans. And it's been a struggle to try to climb out of that debt and to try to climb out of that hole, which honestly I'm still climbing out of to this day. And versus treehouse homes, and again, the idyllicness of childhood. We all know what we would take at this moment in time.
Remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time.
Who is this? Who is sitting on the bed with the headphones? Is that his brother? I feel like it might be his brother. It's got to be his house, isn't it? Or if they just created a room that looks like it's supposed to be his house. I feel like they filmed this at their actual childhood houses.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn
there
back
it is.
time to the good old days. When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far.
I just gotta die real quick. Alright, I'm still alive. We're back.
The different names to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
I mean, there it is. Again. Adulthood calling. All we want to do is just be kids and not have to have these worries. Nah, wake up. You need to get a job now. You need to make money. I mean, how many of us have heard that from our parents? And I love when he does that part, wake up, you need to make money, how he's like layered a bunch of vocals behind it. And he stood back and yelled into the mic, and it sounds like it's multiple voices yelling at him. And if you look at the color schemes too, this is pretty cool. Yeah, because it matches what he was wearing at the, hang on, 238. Let me see. Yeah. See at the beginning how he's rocking the red and the black. You have a little bit of the white mixed in. So here they've basically taken that color scheme and they've mirrored it, which is really cool because this color scheme has kind of remained throughout, whether it's on their clothes or with the backgrounds or the choice of what they're doing. So here you've got everyone behind them, which I'm assuming is adults. I guess it's his family, their families, wearing black, right? Like ridiculing them, telling them they need to wake up. That's why they're in bed. They need to stop sleeping. Get it? Also playing off of your dreams and sleeping. I love that little visual entendre there. But then they're wearing the red, then the whites. You have the black, the red, and the white still carried through.
We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream about
It is a family. The sisters, fathers.
When the mama sang us to
They have to look so angry and upset with their children, but really they're like, hey, we're laughing to the bank right now. You guys have been incredibly successful.
the good old days.
Look at that. Even Dad's kind of smirking there.
Turn back time
Wait for it.
to the good
Look at that. On the left. You see that little smirk there? He's like, I'm trying to be serious.
old days.
What a cool little way to just incorporate your family into the video, though.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old.
I also love how I didn't want to stop it again, but I can't help it. That's how my brain works. See how the mothers is spelled? And if you look at their name, 21 Pilots, I'm pretty sure that O has the line through it. That was on the drum set. And that's kind of their thing. So they've even spelled out like the mothers and the brothers and the fathers in that way too, using just that same typeface.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names, we would build.
That's wild how he's got red eye lenses. And again, see how we're bringing back the red into it? And we used to play pretend. And that's when you chop and screw the vocal. So basically like you're winding it down in frequency. It almost sounds demonic. I love that effect there. Saying something, we used to play pretend like kids do. It almost sounds like you should have a kid's voice there, but instead, it's all been twisted and kind of dystopian now with this demonic voice and the way that it's being put.
Wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different
And this is
names, we
funky
would
right
build a
here.
rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
Another thing I just noticed all the way throughout is that he's walking around in his backpack like he's going to school. And again, just another reflection of sort of that childhood that is now lost. Wow, man. I mean, you forget honestly how much of a hit that is. The thing that I love about that is that we show off some of the rapping. We show off the versatility with the singing. We show off the versatility with the production. And yeah, I mean, can you say anything negative about that? I'm glad that I finally saw the video though. Yeah. 21 Pilots. We were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys liked today's video. I know it's been a long one. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all go. If you're somehow here at the end, do me a favor, subscribe, notifications on, support the channel directly, and support the content. Listen, your boy is ill right now, and I'm still here trying to give you content, trying to work for you guys. Anyway, stay safe, stay positive. I'll catch you again soon. I'm out.